Whether you're passionate about trading cards or something else entirely, YouTube is a great way to extend your passion and connect you with other people in that category. Now, since I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I've been reflecting a little bit on what got me here to help me think about what I can continue to improve going forward. Now, every now and again, I hear someone chiming in the comments talking about a channel that they just started, or telling me about how they are thinking about starting their own channel, whether that's in trading cards or collectibles or whatever passion someone might have. If someone came up to me and asked, hey, what are your top 3 tips for getting started on YouTube today based on your journey to 1,000 subscribers, these are the most crucial things I would suggest. Number 1, the biggest thing that has helped me to really focus on that journey to 1,000 subscribers and not get mired in all of the problems and challenges on the way is to focus on making small improvements over time. When you're first getting started, there's a lot to think about with YouTube. When it comes to shooting your videos, the kinds of equipment, how to prepare for your videos, and all of that kind of thing. And I would really not get overwhelmed with too much prep work and just go ahead and get started with your YouTube channel. I just started with my smartphone. I had a pretty cheap webcam at the time when I first started the channel, and I just turned the thing on, and I didn't think about too much with lighting and all of this other production quality stuff. I was just getting out my perspective and topics and getting my message out there with whatever means I had. Now, there's a lot to learn in terms of like lighting and different equipment and camera settings and all of that kind of thing that you'll learn on your YouTube journey. But really the biggest things for me, the biggest improvements have been a result of looking at small things that I might not have thought about when I first started making a video, but which were very apparent to me when I played it back. So a lot of YouTube, I think, is done through learning through experience. You know, there's a lot of tutorials out there on lighting, different recommended gear and everything, but you have to actually go out and just record the video, put it up on YouTube, and play it back, and you're going to start to take notes. What is the video quality like? How does the lighting look? Could you have been closer to the camera? How could you get rid of the ums and ahs? How could you learn to edit some of it down? A lot of these questions are going to start cropping up once you play back those videos. Not when you're first making them, but when you play them back and start to actually pay attention to things that you would like to see improved in your own videos. So focus on small improvements. You know, look at, say, the lighting was a little bit dark. Okay, so that's one thing I can focus on for the next video. How can I improve my lighting? Let me go look up a lighting tutorial video. Think about one product I could get to help me with my lighting for the next video, and don't think about anything else. Focus on one thing at a time, and over a series of many flawed, imperfect videos that are ripe for improvement, you're going to be learning a lot that you don't have to worry about that old video that has some problems. You're going to be already baking those improvements into your next video, and over time, your quality is just going to really improve as a result of all of those improvements you're making compounding. Believe me, I have had a ton of videos with all kinds of problems with the audio not being synced to the video, with maybe my graphical effects being misaligned, with my interface on the video, just all kinds of issues. And I didn't worry about it once they were published. I just let them go. And then in the next video, I made sure to correct that mistake. And again, over time, you're gonna see big improvements come from those small improvements just snowballing into better videos. Now, my number 2 suggestion is, if I were to focus on one particular thing to help your videos improve faster, it would be to improve lighting. You know, most people have smartphones, and smartphones today, if you have a recent one, have fantastic cameras. You don't need to go and buy like a mirrorless camera, which is what I'm using as of the making of this video, what I've kind of graduated to. You don't have to do any of that. You can just use your smartphone. But the thing is, even if you have like a mirrorless camera, even something really nice, if your lighting is really poor, it's not going to lead to that much of an improvement. Even with a smartphone, you can get really outstanding cinematic results if you just have some proper lighting. And then after that, you can start to learn about advanced camera specifications like ISO, shutter speed, aperture, those kinds of things that you can play with to get the lighting just right. But at the very beginning, you know, you just use your smartphone, put it on auto mode, and it does a great job. Just make sure you have some decent lighting. You know, look up one of the millions of lighting tutorials out there on YouTube, and you can get a decent key light, get your lighting right, and then your smartphone camera in automatic mode can take care of the rest, and you'll have a really great looking shot. Otherwise, you can upgrade your smartphone or different cameras, and if you don't have a handle on lighting your scene, it's still not going to be much of an improvement over actually having decent lighting for whatever technology, whatever equipment you are already using. Now that is tied for number 2 with decent sound too. I think it's probably worth getting a upgraded mic. You can get external mics that just plug right into your smartphone with the lightning cable or USB-C, whatever connection you have. You can get these less than $100 mics that you can just plug right into your smartphone, and those will work a lot better than your onboard microphone that comes with your smartphone. And my number 3 biggest suggestion for your YouTube journey is to experiment and change it up. Remember, this is a journey. Frodo didn't stay in the Shire for the entirety of The Lord of the Rings. You know, he went out there into the world. He went to all kinds of places. And sometimes I watch a YouTube channel and it's gathering subscribers slowly over time, but maybe it's a little bit stale. Maybe they just do the same kind of thing that they're really familiar with. And I hate feeling like the creator has just kind of gotten into a familiar pattern that works for them, and they don't seem to really be trying anything new out, making any kind of improvements or upgrades or trying out new formats. There's not really a kind of learning going on or journey going on. It's a lot of tried and tested territory for them. And I really like to see when people take time to upgrade and invest in their channel, when they change up their environments, when they try new formats of video. You know, I am a trading card channel, a collectibles channel, and a lot of you might be familiar with Rudy from Alpha Investments, and notice how he does a lot of variety. He does openings, but he also does like the face-to-face narrative opinion videos, and then he'll totally just experiment and do some kind of crazy music video or some kind of hilarious experimental short film, and he'll just do all kinds of weird stuff to change up the journey of his channel, to change up the narrative or what he's doing. And you notice he'll change up cameras here and there. So he has some things that work for his channel, but he also changes it up. There is a kind of journey of his channel that he is going on, and you can expect that there might be something new still to come in the future. And that is huge for learning too. Don't do just reviews of a product, for example. Actually come onto the camera and give your perspective on some kind of news going on in the category for that product. Or if you only do a lot of news or a lot of sort of perspective and sharing of your opinion, take time to, instead of putting yourself in front of the camera, putting the product in front of the camera and learn to talk about the product in that way. So there are a lot of different avenues that you can think about to do something new on your channel, not only to keep things fresh for your audience, but it's also going to help you to learn and think about different ways of shooting and different skills that you may not have known you had, or different skills that you can then learn to do better and acquire to improve the overall kinds of content that you're delivering and the overall quality of your channel. All right, so those are the top 3 things I would suggest for anyone on their journey to 1,000 subscribers and beyond. So think about making small improvements over time. The big changes happen as a result of those smaller changes. Focus on lighting and decent audio quality no matter what kind of camera you're using, whether it be a smartphone, webcam, or a more advanced camera. And lastly, don't be afraid to experiment. You need to try new things. You need to change up your environment. You need to change up your recording setup. You need to change up the types of videos you do, if only so you can learn more about yourself and those kinds of videos so that you have a greater knowledge and skill set for your channel. All right, I really appreciate everyone watching, being a part of this 1,000 subscriber journey. I feel like I am just getting started, and I cannot wait to see what's to come. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you next time. Thank you.